Grindtime official, and today I got a special guest. He go by the name of Shoe Solutions. His name is Dee Mathis, um, and we about to get it popping. We got some very interesting topics to talk about, and show you the insights of what it takes to build a company on eBay. What's up, Brody?
What's going on? I'm in the building. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. How's everything today?
Oh, it's been great, man. Winding down on a Friday, which means that's the when I start to separate the business and start focusing on family time.
I feel you. I
So I'm
feel you.
excited about that.
I'm glad you tapped in, man. We've been having a lot of traction trying to get our folks get a business in the forefront. And I know, how did we meet, by the way? How did we meet? Like, how was that experience
We
like?
right. I think we met in the post-Trump course, or we either met in the secret society.
Secret Society? Yep. Derek Grace, Secret Society. Um, with your business, explain about your business and go into detail what you do, where you from, who you represent,
Okay.
backdrop.
Well, well, I'm originally born in Philly, right? Raised in South Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been in Atlanta, Georgia since 1991,
Okay.
right? I started my eBay business in 2013, and I've been rocking ever since. So before that, I had other businesses. Before I had businesses that was previous to Shoe Solution 6, I had a background in management and customer service and retail. So by working in other people's environments, it gave me the opportunity to learn some skills, sharpen the iron, and then I jumped off the porch around the age of 22, 23, and I haven't seen a W-2 since.
Mm. So how was that transition from being a worker to being your own boss?
It was exciting, um, very ambitious to even start a business. That's for anybody at any age. It also can be nerve-wracking. Um, a sense of fear it kind of sit in when you have a family, you have to provide. So when times where sales was slow or you didn't meet your quota for the week or the day, being a young father at an early age, it did cause some problems because there was times where you had to deal with that emotionally, right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
just say for that day you didn't make any sales, I still had to be able to come home and change that off my face, right?
Yeah.
And still be able to spend time with the kids without thinking about how bad a day I did in my business.
Mm.
But luckily, I was able to push through that over the years.
Okay. So like being an entrepreneur, like do you set your target to what you're gonna get for that day, or how do you go throughout the day? And then on top of that, like, what are some of your marketing strategies to get your brand out there?
Right now, word of mouth was really big in my earlier career, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still a big base for me, all right? But now I usually use Instagram and Facebook to do most of my marketing. Of course, I brand myself. You know, I have my shirts, hats. I just got some jackets in. Also, I have some banners that go on the vehicle. So when I'm traveling out of town, that'll give me more exposure as well.
Okay. So when you do the banners, are you saying banners like car wraps or just banners background type of?
The magnets that go on the side of the doors of the vehicles.
Okay, okay,
So they
okay.
only usually run you anywhere from about $50 to $80 when you get those done.
Oh, okay. Who you normally go through, or is it somebody local?
Yes, I go through local people. I done tried different companies.
Okay.
The
So
main
do
thing you want to do when you're doing with the magnets, just make sure that your car is clean
all
because they
that
will
pollen,
fly off on a dirty car.
all that pollen and stuff. This
Right.
pollen season, man.
Oh yeah.
Had your allergies been kicking in?
Luckily, I really don't have a problem with allergies.
Man, I
I'm
never
blessed.
had problems with allergies until the last 2 years, man. It's been crazy. We got this big old oak tree right outside our house, and it just every morning it looked like somebody just threw pollen on our cars and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. But so what made you tap into that industry? Oh, tell me
Well,
what you do exactly. Like, as
when I
shoe
started with
solutions.
eBay, I
eBay.
started out with 50 items,
Okay.
right? And after that, I pushed to 100. Then I
Mm-hmm.
pushed to 200. Before I know it, my goal was 1,000.
Mm.
So now what I do is to treat myself. I buy myself a bottle of champagne for every 100 listings I go up, right? So
Champagne
when I get
poppy,
to
huh?
1,500, it's hard to get to when people constantly buying things that's coming off of the website as well. So you
Mm.
almost have to work twice as hard to keep up with the people who's buying things at the same time.
Mm. What would you say your profit margins are if anybody was to get into this?
It just all depends on what product you're dealing with. Like for example, uh, like this is a Nike shoe. I don't promote Nike too much on Instagram, but Nike margins, I really don't get that much profit on Nike. You have to do more numbers,
Mm.
which means you have to do more work,
Yeah.
right? If you want to make profit. Um, but when it comes to my Champion, Fila, Skechers, K Swiss, usually I have an opportunity to at least double or triple. It's a good chance I'm in that market. But with Nike, it's hard to do that.
Okay. Uh, with um, with Nike, why you think Nike you can't make a good overhead or a good a payment off of that one,
Well,
a markup?
they have it set up with Nike. You have 3 tiers,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, for example, like J.C. Penney, Kohl's, things of that nature, to get their Nike deal, that's your first tier. So that's why you won't see any Vapor Max, Air Max, things of that nature,
Mm.
right? And you have to work your way up. And even now, from my understanding, I think the vice president of Nike just resigned because she had a scandal, right?
Oh yeah, I
Did you
heard
hear about
about
this
that.
already?
I heard about that. That's
Right. So,
crazy. They
right,
was.
things like that been going on, even with the concert industry,
Mm-hmm.
right? People buy all these tickets up, and now when you want to go see Chris Brown or whoever the case may be, you buying it on the aftermarket,
Yeah.
right? And Nike's been such a strong brand over the years that even some of the smaller companies, like your famous footwear or your Rack Room, when you compare them to a Foot Locker or a Foot Action, right? the margin's still not high, so you have to do so many numbers. And I've been there before where you're doing more work, you're selling a lot of items, but you're only making a small amount of profit on each item. So now I love my time, I love my freedom. That's what I like doing online versus a brick and mortar or trying to do like face-to-face transaction because your time is so valuable. So I'd rather do one shoe and make more profit than to try to sell 3 pair of shoes and make the same amount of profit.
Yeah, because it's all the same in the end, right?
Right.
Man. So your journey, I'm just amazed, because a lot of things that we talked about in those after darts and just trying to see how to make business pop. I mean, you have testimonials, you have testimonials, you have your A and B strategies, things that work, and a lot of people don't understand it. This is it's not only just a business that you can just play around with. This is a grind in order for you to shine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out how can we get it out to the masses. Like, yo, this is an opportunity, and not to knock your market, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about arbitrage. Basically, you take an item, you buy it at a lower price, and then you put your price on it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
To make your profit margin. Each day, what do you look at? What do you try to go up? Like every day, like what's your target? Do you have a target?
Well, a lot of times I don't have a target, right? A goal, right? I mean, years ago I did. I would always push myself every month. I would raise the goal up, right? But now I don't push myself to be so driven just on money, right? I know most people, of course, we want to, be a millionaire or we want to be very successful. But now I focus on like balance, family time, health, a good space mentally, right? Because what happens is sometimes when you're so driven on profit and money, you'll drop the ball in other areas.
Yep.
And that's things that I've learned as a younger entrepreneur. So I don't set goals because not gonna say I don't set goals, but I don't set money goals per day because it also puts a sense of pressure, right? And when you don't meet those goals, you got to deal with it.
Got it.
Right? Sometimes it affects you. Right? You see some people smoking like cigarettes back to back, or drinking all the time, because that's pressure coming from all different areas. So now I usually do like a weekly goal or a monthly goal, but I don't do daily goals anymore. Not when it comes to money and profit.
Okay. Now, since you said health, how is your health?
My health is definitely getting better over the years. Right? Because I understand how important it is. And what changed my thinking was listening to Les Brown one day, which is a motivational speaker. And he mentioned about our body being the only vehicle you have to be able to manifest all these dreams and goals you have. Then, of course, I see my family members. I see people on TV. Over the years in the United States, obesity has gone up and up each year, right?
Yeah.
We overeat, we sit at the table and just eat till we can't eat no more, right? So I just started being in a mindset of knowing I had to do better. So I don't beat myself up about it, but week after week, month after month, I just try to change some things.
Yeah, speaking of that, they need to tap in with Trash Vegan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you having problems as far as your diet and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
I also tapped in with Spin City. I'm in his 5 Better Be course.
I'm gonna have him
I'm on the second go round.
Okay.
I did it last year too as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have Span come on. I'm gonna try to get Sonny.
Right. Yeah, I'm also tapped in with Rule from Within because he's helping me mentally as well.
Yep, rule. I'm gonna have all these majors. Uh,
Right,
but today we want to give you the flowers because I mean what
right,
you do. You know what I mean? Not too many people in our circle do what you do. You know what I mean? Not too
right. Well,
many
I definitely
people.
paid my dues to get where I'm at.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I want to, highlight you and bring you up to the, to the forefront while you make your rounds. Um, it's just been a pleasure having you on the Grindaholic Network. And as a legend grows, you know, you can come back. You'll be an alumni. You know what I mean?
Right, that's what's up. I respect. I
Yeah.
appreciate being on the platform.
Yes, sir. Um, Also, how's your spiritual outlook? I know a lot of people they look to religion and certain things like that. Are you a heavy religious person, or are you more geared towards the spiritual side?
Actually, I'm in a journey of mixing.
Okay. How's that journey
Right,
coming along?
I think it's going great
Okay.
for me. Right, you know, I'm faith based, right? But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, I respect all religions.
Yeah.
You know, I remember years ago when I didn't understand the Muslims, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then after being around so many different cultures, I started really appreciating it.
Yeah.
I remember times where I could try to spend $2,000-3,000 with a vendor, and they would turn me down because it was time for them to pray. And
Ramadan.
week after week, month after month, I started really understanding that that's part of their character. It's part of
Mm-hmm.
their, like, I ain't gonna call it DNA. I don't want to say DNA.
Is they discipline?
It's their discipline. I respect that.
Yeah.
Right. The same thing when I was telling you about my money goal for the day. It's
Mm-hmm.
more in life than just making money.
Of course.
Right. So that's kind of how I keep it. I keep that in mind as I learn and I read and I start to be around people that starting to teach me about chakras and meditation and affirmations, things of this. So I didn't know anything about that when I started as an entrepreneur. All I knew was just grind and let's go get it, wake up early,
Mm-hmm.
chase a dollar. I didn't know anything about um, not spending the money, but circulating your money.
Yeah.
I just knew
Well,
about networking and making money and saving. I didn't know how to invest money.
exactly. Um, and I always look at these four categories: um, spirituality, mentality, uh, physical, um, your physicality, and your financials. So
Hmm.
I look at it as like a table, and those are the four legs. And one of those legs break, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. So if your spirit is out of whack, everything
Hmm.
else is out of whack. You know what I'm saying? If your physical is out of whack, I mean, your financials can be okay, but you won't be able to enjoy it. You know what I mean? The fruits of your
Right.
labor. And then if your mentality is one of being lazy and lackadaisical, you ain't gonna grind. You know what I mean? It
Hmm.
it becomes a hobby more than what you do, your job, your occupation. You know what I'm saying? Your love. You know what I'm saying? And so we went over mentality and how's your physical? You say you tapped in with spin, you do all of that. Do you run?
Well, I run maybe once or twice a week. And
Okay.
when I say run, it's a little bit of run and mostly walking.
Walking.
And that's
Yeah.
usually in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have a gym membership. I ended up hurting myself about a year ago. I hurt my back. So I had to go to like physical therapy, things of that nature. But now I'm getting close to where I feel more comfortable with like lifting weights and pushing myself a little bit.
You tried yoga?
Not really, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
same thing with meditation. I'm
yeah.
new with that. I only been doing that about 2 months.
Okay.
I started off struggling, but I feel a little bit more confident about it now. So I've just made sure I stick with it. So now I'm doing about 3 days a week or so.
Okay. And how long do you meditate for? Because I know I tell people if you don't know how to meditate, just start off with 2 to 5
Mhm.
minutes, just sitting down and being silent. You know what I'm saying? How do you
Right now
go
I'm
about
doing
doing your meditation?
right now I'm doing 10 minutes. The first 5 minutes is a little rocky.
Mm-hmm.
So I set a 5-minute timer. So just in case it don't go well, now I kind of gave myself room to really relax, and I start another 5-minute timer.
Mm. Okay. But what are some of the benefits you see in meditating?
Well, well, I usually do it in the morning times, right?
Yeah.
And what I like about that, it's kind of like exercising in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of sets your attention for the day.
Yep.
Give you a little bit more clarity in what you're trying to accomplish that day.
Okay. Now, since doing all of this, what is your comfort level, and what got you to this point?
Of what? Meditating?
Yeah,
Or
like if you don't know what you don't know, but since you start to find out certain things in different meditations and mental, you know, training yourself mentally through like Rule Within or Les Brown or Eric Thomas. I'm not sure if you know about him, but or Tony Robbins, just different guys who like focus on getting your mental right. How has your confidence level been since transforming?
well, definitely moving in the right direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely didn't do your mirror affirmations, any affirmations at all. The one I use now is I am making residual and passive income easily and consistently.
Okay,
That's the main one I use.
that's one of your
Right.
affirmations.
Right. That's my go-to because I'm big about multiple streams of income and
Mm-hmm.
passive income. I'm very
Okay.
passionate about that subject. Right. The reason that I'm getting better now is through the people I've met networking through Derek Grace system.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Because I was already following Eric Thomas years ago. I have his shirt, books, hats. I was following Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rome, you name it. Right.
Yeah, you know about him, Brian Tracy, all of these guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely tapped in. I got Brian Tracy book, Eat the Frog.
Yeah,
I think about that in the morning.
yeah. Um, Basically, breaking your goals down into bite sizes, in order so you can accomplish what you're trying to accomplish for that day. Yeah. Now,
That's very important.
so what got you out your comfort zone? Like a lot of people, that I find they're afraid to go live. They're afraid to do anything on camera. They're afraid to market their business. What got you out your comfort zone?
Just going live or just in general?
Just in general.
Well, from my understanding, they have a saying that what you've been doing only gonna get you so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that I wasn't moving up as fast as I want to.
Mm.
So I had to do something different.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of just following people on YouTube and getting bits and pieces, I had to start reading more because I never was a fan of reading, right? Even in middle school, high school, whatever the case may be. So from the age of 18 to probably 35, I read maybe 2 books.
Mm.
Right? Since then, in the last 2 years, I probably read 20 books. Right. So now I have my mind, I call it like a rebirth. It reminds me of coming out of high school when I knew I was going to get into entrepreneurship. Now I'm synced in with going to courses, going to seminars, conventions, things of that nature. So it's like I'm a kid again, just ready to learn, be a student.
Yeah. I think it's different when the onus is on you and you got to put it within your mind for what you're trying to accomplish out of life. That's what I see in an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Before, you just going to school, you just trying to get by to get to the next grade, to the next, level. But
Right.
it usually don't provide you with substance of like, it don't teach you about entrepreneurship. Some of the stuff
No.
you gotta bump your head maybe 100 times before you figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Unfortunately.
but pouring back inside you, as far as books and education, you know what I'm saying? It all falls back on learning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, from what you have said, you just been eating up everything. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all this knowledge in you. So how has that journey been? Like just getting all this information, and have you been able to repurpose it and put it back into your business? And,
Bits and pieces.
or your family life?
Well, it's been a mixture,
Okay.
right? So sometimes listening to courses, Zoom calls, reading books, it takes away from family time. But
Yeah.
luckily, my structure is set up for years now. I'm always there for all the special moments, and I've been made that priority. So a cousin or auntie, if they got a special graduation, wedding, I'm there because I make my own schedule, and that's important to me.
Yes, sir.
The learning aspect, now that I'm locked in, if I miss some information here and there, I'm okay with it because I know I'm on the right track now.
Mm. Yes, sir. Um, how obsessed were you with your craft when you started out?
That's tough right there.
How
Yeah.
obsessed? Like you had to go in
Ooh.
your mental plane for this one. Like how obsessed
Yeah.
were you with this one?
Unfortunately, it was times where I was grinding 7 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was blessed being able to make the money, and I didn't even care about the money.
Mm.
It was about me pushing myself and seeing how much money I can make without a college education, without reading any books, without self-educating, just grind, instinct, an idea,
Mm.
just really getting out of the mud, right? But in a legal way,
Okay.
without
Okay.
without anybody holding my hand, no mentors, no accountability partners, no coaches,
Mm.
right? So I give you a perfect example. There was times where if I came into an unexpected gift like income tax, I didn't appreciate it or respect it
Mm.
because I figured like they gave it to me, and I was just so used to earning it. It was like I don't whatever. But that was
Well,
the mentality I had.
yeah. Here's the funny thing about income tax. Like that's a free loan to the government. They
Yeah.
take out your paycheck, or they take from your company or whatever. It's like a free loan,
Mm-hmm.
a tax-free loan for them.
Right.
But when they give it back to you, oh here, this is yours. No, it's your money. You know what
Right.
I'm
Right. Of course.
saying? So you give them a interest-free loan, and they go, build bums or whatever. But then when they give you your paycheck back, your income tax back, you don't get no interest on it.
Well, I understand. Same thing like the banking company.
Oh yeah, it's all a
Yeah.
scam. They all gaming us. Um,
Right.
oh, to pivot on that note, what you think about the crypto sphere? You been looking at
Me,
cryptos?
I'm not in it yet, just because over the years I understand that I don't want to be a jack of all trades.
Oh yeah.
I'm really starting to focus on my craft and what I can be great at,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to step back from things that are taking away from my focus.
Oh.
You get me? Like I understand what it's doing, and it's a lot of different platforms like that, where you have your stock market and you have your forex exchange, you have your binary options, But if I only know a little bit of piece of it, it's kind of like going to Las Vegas and don't know how to gamble. You just throw your money away.
Well, the house
So
always wins, so you don't got to
right,
worry
so
about
I got to
that.
self-educate first.
Yeah, yeah. You never gonna win that battle.
Yeah, I definitely will be tapping in though.
Okay. I know Scotty. He got one intro to crypto. It's like uh, a beginner's guide to
Right.
crypto. So you could probably tap in with him. Um, So to be independent, what are the things are you accomplishing right now? Just being an independent entrepreneur, self proprietor. How has that been? Like you say, one, you get to set the time with your family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a grind, it's still yours. Nobody can fire you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which is a great feeling.
Yeah. So, what are some of what can you tell us on camera that you're accomplishing now without giving spilling the beans on what you're doing?
Okay. Well, before the end of the year, definitely have a T-shirt line popping.
Okay.
Right.
What's the name of it?
The goal is to manifest that into a clothing brand. I'm not sure yet how far I want to go. So right now I'm just testing some T-shirts, and that's going to be religious based. It's going to be like faith based gear.
Okay.
So everybody have probably heard of God is Dope.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be something similar to that. I would say that.
Okay.
All right. My next thing I'm working on is doing an ebook. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to do something more towards money, or I'm going to do flipping storage unit is going to be my first ebook.
Okay. You got Ronda on your team.
Right, of course. She's in the Black Mastermind with me, so we chop it up.
Okay. How many in the Black Masterminds?
It's 7 of us.
7 of y'all?
Right.
Who are they? Right offhand?
Yes, we got Curtis right, which is the credit guy. We got Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's she do?
And Rebecca, she's very knowledgeable when it comes to kind of like your chakras and things of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else you got?
Oh yeah, we got the go-to chick, La Chica.
La Chica, yeah, with the high
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome when it comes to teaching you about how to do automation and virtual assistants, things of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the wealth factors? What does wealth mean to you?
Wealth is like, from my understanding, it's about having different things coming together, making you rich, mixed with being healthy and being able to enjoy.
Okay. Have you been enjoying the fruits of your wealth?
Yes. So I just got back from Disneyland. I spent 3 days with the family. And when I think about 15, 20 years ago, I remember worried about how much money I would miss. Right. And what opened my eyes one day, I was on a cruise. Right. I went to Bahamas, and people were still buying things off my website. And I was like, wow, yeah. I was like, it was a game change, just reflecting where I come from, right? And then I had to do all the hard work, right? And people were still buying things while I'm in a whole nother country. And it just reminded me I got to keep pushing forward in that kind of manner.
Yeah, automation, man, making things pop while you sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you a perfect example, and I'm going to let you go to the next question, right? Every day I wake up in the morning, I usually get up about 6:30 in the morning. Usually I'm going to have at least 1 or 2 sales minimum when I wake up.
Now, what times of the day do you market?
Throughout the day.
Throughout the day?
Okay. Random. Yeah, I just give it to them all day long.
Okay. Would you say about 10 times or more than 10?
I would say about 3, 4.
3 or 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely tap in and see about the ultimate times to do your marketing.
Yeah, I definitely have looked at some of the analytics and seeing what time people look and what cities they live in. That's checking me out on Instagram, things of that nature.
Okay, cool. Now, we talked about it earlier. how do you invest in yourself? And you already pretty much said, you do the seminars, you do, you know, books, uh, tap in Zoom calls and stuff like that. Is there anything else that you do to invest in yourself?
Well, definitely the health is part of it,
Okay.
right? And talking and communicating more with friends and family. So I'm not um, dealing with things internally.
Mm. Yeah.
Because years ago, I would keep it all in my head. Now, sometimes I just go ahead and let it out. Say, this is how I feel. Then it's on them to deal with it.
Okay. Now, when we say big goals, do you dream big goals? And how vivid are your dreams?
That's a good question. Well, something I've been big on that was life changing for me is focusing on long term goals more than short term goals.
Okay.
Right? To give you an example, compared to where I started at, when I used to buy Timberlands, I was only thinking about this winter. Right? So whatever didn't sell that winter, in spring and summer, I was selling it cheap to get it off. But I didn't realize the year go by so fast. Before I know it, it'd be winter again.
Yep.
And now I just hold on to it and put the inventory up. So now when I buy inventory, I'm buying it for 2 seasons, 3 summers.
So
I'll finish show you some shorts I had. So for example, just women small Nike shorts. One color, one size. I might have 400-500 pieces. And one size, one color. So you know how long that would take to sell, right? But I'm thinking about it's gonna be a summer next year.
Yeah.
But you gotta win on the front end. That's what I learned.
So
it's about buying and getting it for the good price on the front end.
So did you learn anything at the DG like post Trump or whatnot?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Right. But the biggest thing that I got out of it though was the networking again. Because I had got, used to just grinding on my own. Yeah. Not really communicating and pulling from others. So that was huge. Just meeting up with other people from different cities, listening to their journey, and letting that fuel me too as well.
Okay. Awesome. Now, do you have a bucket list, and how fast are you attacking your bucket list?
That's a good question. My bucket list is one of them is definitely traveling even more.
Oh, you got the traveling bug, huh?
Right, and I've been doing it for years. So usually I go 2 or 3 times a year at least.
Oh, okay.
Going out of town.
All right.
And it took me a while to really understand that it's an investment when I travel versus I'm losing money.
Yeah. Because you're giving an experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not two people, a lot of people stay in their same hometown for years and not seeing the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unfortunately. You have people never been on a plane, never left their city, never left their state.
So yeah, that's a beautiful thing to be able to travel. I know, like when I spent time in the military, I spent most of my time overseas because I know I won't be able to have that type of money right offhand to go to Italy or go to Japan or something like that, or to the Middle East, like Dubai or Bahrain. But yeah, I mean, just having a world view, man. And then you can come back and be like, man, what are we on in America? You know what I'm saying? This country is like this, or this country is like this, or this island is like this. It just give you a whole different view of life. It's more outside than just your neighborhood.
The key thing too is just embracing it. Even if you went to a country that you didn't want to go to in the military.
Yeah.
Right. So even when I used to work for people, back in the day, I didn't understand there was a formula or a theory. Derek Grace called it infiltrate, educate, and vacate.
Yeah.
But I was doing that mentally already. I was learning their strategies, trying to figure out how they were being successful, what were their
Mm-hmm.
key things they were focused on to making money, the profit and loss, the scheduling, all those things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's just me. My point I'm saying is just embrace the whole experience.
Oh yeah, of course. Gotta embrace it. Gotta embrace it.
Yeah.
So, what's some of the tips that you can give to people to do what you do? Like, how
Okay.
you
So
maneuver?
a good tip is definitely be patient, right? So do what you can to focus on being more patient, because it can make you want to give up if you don't see sales right away,
Yeah.
right? Two is be around people that's either happy, motivated, or other entrepreneurs who can continue to keep your mindset right.
Mm.
So that's gonna be huge, especially starting out as an entrepreneur, right? You excited, you ambitious, but then you hanging around people that don't want to see you win,
Hmm.
or they just don't even care about winning themselves. So their energy pass on to your energy. Next thing you know, you like, you know what? I'm just give up. I'm gonna give me a job,
Mm.
right? So those are very good keys right there.
Yeah. 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 That's one. Mm.
And I give you one more, right? This a free bonus, right? I
Hold
call
up.
it
Hold
turning
up. Free bonus.
free
Bonus.
bonus. Oh yeah, word premiere. I call it turning trash into cash.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I call that a gym because everybody in their house right now, whether you stay in an apartment or a mansion, there's some things that you don't want in your house no more. You don't care about it, but it has value. So instead of giving it away, you can start out with eBay for free. You can also put them on other websites like Offers Up, 5 Mile, Let's Go, where you actually have to meet the people, Craigslist. But the thing I want people to understand is you use that money that you make, turning trash into cash, and use that as an investment to buy or do something else you want to do that's going to make you more money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Now, what's your future predictions for your company, your family, and for yourself?
Well, I'm going to start off with my company. As of right now, in my back pocket, I'm always keeping in mind I could always just sell it and
Mm.
start fresh because I have a millionaire mindset. I don't need this company. I'm not attached to it. I'm a hustler from the heart, so I can sell anything,
Mm.
right? So with the inventory alone, I could just cash out one big round number and focus on writing books or doing courses or selling a whole new product or doing drop shipping or things or something else. Because I'm not passionate about this one company, Shoe Solution 6. It's just profitable for me. That's two different things. So that's why I'm tapping into giving more in the future because that really line in with my character. Is so now for every 100 shoes I sell, the goal is to give away one pair.
Okay.
And right now I'm starting out with middle school and high school kids.
And you see a void in that, like seeing kids that don't have like shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's all over the country, all over the world. And that was back when I was young. So now you have these kids wearing $200-300 shoes.
Mm.
You can imagine if your shoes talking, you got duct tape on them. You can't focus on learning if
Right.
everybody laughing at you.
And picking on you and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you see they come back the next day and they shoot up the whole school.
Right. Well, not only that, now we have the internet. So now they can take a picture of your shoes and bully you on
Oh man.
Facebook or something. Like, who knows?
Yeah, it's
Now,
10
that's
times.
what make my company so great, right? And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people haven't tapped in with it yet, is that people who are struggling. Once upon a time, I was a single father, right?
Mm.
And when you had to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 pair of shoes at one time, I'm the company for the job. I want people to understand how much you can get with $100 every time you click the link in my bio at Shoe Solution 6. Can you get 3, 4, 5 pair of jeans? Can you get 8 Nike shirts? Can you get 3, 4 pair of shoes? You go to the mall and you let me know how much that $100 get you.
Yeah.
And you hit me in the email.
Yeah, so you're like Ross, TJ Maxx,
Yeah.
all those companies rolled into one. Shoe Solution 6.
Yeah, you get a bag of stuff, not one item.
And you mostly have new, used items that's still great.
Yeah, like 90% of my inventory is new. I do sell some used items. And it's an eye opener because people buy used items.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the link to your eBay store,
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
so people can tap in.
Yeah, right now I'm running a special 3 for $100. That's Champion shoes, Feli shoes, and Levi jeans. You can mix and match men, women, and kids however you want to. That deal is already set up. Now what I'm gonna start promoting next week is throwing in a apparel with it.
Okay.
So you can get a Puma sweatshirt, some Nike sweatpants, and some Feli shoes. Still 3 for $100. Let's go.
My man. So I got your Instagram. Is there any place else they can find you?
They also can find me on Facebook.
Facebook?
Shoe Solution 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Facebook, Instagram, you got Twitter?
No, I don't do Twitter. And you can Google me, but you just got to make sure you put Shoe Solution 6 all together in one word.
Okay. So you got everything lined up. So I got the link to your store. So it's storesebay.com, stores.ebay.com / Shoe Solutions 6.
Correct.
All right.
You in there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, you know me from those Zoom calls. What was your fuck your couch moment?
That's a good question there. Don't stump me at the end.
What was your fuck your couch moment?
Mm.
Like when you know the job wasn't working, you said, "Forget this. I'm about to head out on my own."
Okay. I think maybe around 9/11. You know, the whole country was scared. They were like, "What going on?" I was working at a job then, right? And it was about 9 o'clock that morning, and I was thinking, like, you know what? I got to start focusing on my future. I can't just rely on a company to get me to where I'm going to go. Because at the time, the company I was working for, they let me know that they were trying to take my weekends as well. And I couldn't rock like that. Because at that time, I already had 2 kids. And I'm like, no, on the weekend, I'm cool. I'm giving you whatever y'all say do. Y'all say jump, I'm jumping. Right? I'm at your job, right? But I'm not finna come in here on the weekend on my off days. So I was like, hey, fuck your couch.
My man. Hell yeah.
Shit.
And what's so crazy is, like, when we were at the school, they taught you to go to school, get good grades, so you can get in a good college, so you can go work for a company, so you can pay off the school, the student loans and the debt.
Right.
And sometimes the job don't even pay for that, so you're still struggling.
If you find a job.
If you find a job with the education that you have.
Right.
So, man, I commend you on your success and your future endeavors. You know, you got a teammate right here, you know, at Grindtime, Grindaholic Network. You know, we always push for our folks to have success in any realm, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Mr. Shoe Solutions himself. I keep getting tongue-tied with...
Yeah, it's something serious. Shoe Solutions 6.
Yeah. But yeah, I love it, man. And we're gonna continue to tap in, and we're gonna continue to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? While you're on this earth, because I know you don't want to be on your deathbed regretting, or you want to push it forward for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So when they look on the wall, they see your painting and say, "Yeah, that was my daddy. That was my great great grand uncle or great great granddad or something." You know what I'm saying? You want to leave a legacy. You know what I mean? And again, I'm proud of you, man, for sticking to the grind. It's been grind time, and I appreciate you, man. You got anything to say as we close out?
Besides, make sure you follow me at Shoe Solution 6, right? And I always want to leave a little bit of motivation with people. I'm big on motivation, and now I'm getting big on execution. Just remember, as an entrepreneur, just jump off the porch. You're gonna bump your knee, you're gonna scrape some. Just jump. That's it.
All right. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure. You have a fine and blessed day. And again, we're going to tap in. We're going to do some big things down the line. You know, you got the whole squad behind you.
Okay, yeah, man, that's great, man. Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to come on your platform, man.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
do it again.
I mean, you know, it's in the infant stage, so, you know, let's see what happens from a year from now. You know, you come back on here.
Oh, yeah.
More than once. More than twice from now until next year. Become I guess, alumni. And also, I got grindaholic so whenever you're ready to do like a what's that called? Like a course or something, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We can chop it up.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. You know, I've been buying little stuff here and there. You know, the ring lights and camcorders. You know, so I'm gonna start putting some stuff together.
Yeah.
Not really for the courses yet, but just getting comfortable recording myself more and uploading things to Instagram and learning the reels and Canva and InShot, things of that nature. So, and I got a bright future ahead of me, man. Like I said, it's a rebirth. I'm a baby at this thing, man. I'm starting fresh. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And again, man, I salute you. I salute you. Well, it's Ali and
That's my pleasure, man. Enjoy your weekend.
And there's my man Dee Mathis, Shoe Solution 6. And we out this piece.
We out.
Masterminds.